Jai Jinendra, everybody. Okay, let us begin today's session with the prayer. Everybody join your hands. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Doi Savasam. Eso Panchanamokaro Savapavapanasano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Paramam Havai Mangalam. शासनपति श्रमण भगवान महावीर स्वामी ने मेरा भावपूर्वक वंदन. असीम उपकारी राष्ट्र संत परम गुरुदेव ना चरणों में भावपूर्वक वंदन. सर्व उपकारियों ना चरणों में भावपूर्वक वंदन. Okay, so today is the 6th day of Vadhiraj Paryushan Mahaparva, right? Okay, so since these many days, we have all been learning about different powers and different power mantras. And today, again, it's time to learn about something new. So, how many of you all know what is today's power, today's superpower? Yes, Sanjana?
The power of transparency.
That's correct. Transparency. And can someone define transparency for me? What does transparent mean? Okay, Yug.
Like clear.
It's clear. Okay, how about Shrey? What do you think? Shrey?
It's
Yes.
transparent.
Yeah, what does transparency mean?
See through.
Correct. You can see through it, right? Suppose if you have glasses, okay, how many of y'all wear specs? Right. So when you have your specs, if there was a black paper or some kind of paper put on your glasses, can you see the specs? If there was some black paper or something opaque put in front of your glasses, can you see what is above, what is beyond your glasses? No, you can't. Why? Because they become opaque. They become non-see-through, where you can't see through it. But when things are transparent, when your glasses are transparent, you can see through it. You can see what is on the other side of the glasses, right? Yes. So, today's power, in today's power, we are going to talk about how we should be. Should we be opaque or transparent? Should we be completely open minded or should we hide stuff? So, for that, we are going to see a story. Now, once there was a kingdom. In that kingdom, there lived. Today's story, we are going to relate with the past stories that we have learned. Do you remember the first day story? On day one, whom did we learn about? Yes, Hridaya.
We learned about 1 minute. 1 minute. We learned about Javendra Ved, the
Correct. Correct. Jivanand Ved, who in his future became the first Tirthankar, right? Now, in between the birth of Jivanand Ved and becoming Tirthankar, he had one more birth. And which birth was that? Do you know? Today, we are going to learn about that birth of Rishabdev Bhagwan, the birth previous to becoming Tirthankar. Okay? So, in this birth, he and those 5 friends, those 4 friends who had helped him out in the jungle to save the Muni's life. Do we remember the story? Yes. So, all those friends, those 5 friends, they were born in the same kingdom as the sons of the same king. So, they were brothers. Their names were Vajranab. Listen to me carefully. The first son's name was Vajranab. Then it was Bahu and Subahu. And the next two were Pete and Mahapit. What were the names? Vajranab, Bahu, Subahu, Pete and Mahapit. Okay? These 4, they were born as brothers to the same king. Now the king, after a while, Diksha and gave belongings, his kingdoms to his eldest son Vajranab. He went and took Diksha. Now, after a while, even Vajranab and his 4 brothers, they took Diksha. So the 5 of them, they took Diksha. Now, once they took Diksha, can everybody hear me? Yes. Once they took Diksha, Bahu and Subahu, the first 2 brothers, they used to do Seva and Vayavach all the time. What does Seva and Vayavach mean? Do you remember? Can anybody tell me? Okay, Sai.
Seva means like helping out people in need.
Correct. And Vayavach? Yes, Shree.
Helping sadhu savages.
Correct. Helping sadhus, all the people who are trying to follow religion, right? The people who are trying to follow religion, doing their selfless service is known as Vayavat. Okay? So, the first 2 brothers, Bahu and Subahu, they used to do Vayavat all the time. They used to help all the people who had done tapasya. They used to help all the people who were recently who had taken diksha. They used to help the people who needed help, who were very old aged and who needed to be taken care of after diksha. So they were very seva bhavi. They used to do seva all the time. Now, do you know what happened? In that era, there was a Tirthankar who did the sthapna of the Tirth. Right? What do Tirthankars do after they receive Keval Gnan? They establish the fourfold path, right? The Sadhu, Sadhvi, Shravak and Shravika. What is that known? It's known as Tirth, right? Tirth. What do? They establish the Tirth. And in this Tirth, all these 5 friends became sadhus. They became Muni Bhagwans. They took Diksha. Now, like I said, Bahu and Subhahu, they used to do Seva and Vayavach of all the old Sadhu Sadhvijis, all the Tapasvi Sadhu Sadhvijis, all the ill Sadhu Sadhvijis. Vajranab became the Acharya. Now, who is an Acharya? He's the head, right? He's the head of the entire group who takes care of the entire group. Okay? And Peet and Mahapeet, even they were sadhus and they used to do Swadhyay all the time. What did they do? Swadhyay. What does Swadhyay mean? Does anybody know? Yes, Takshil?
It's like religious studying.
Correct. Studying your scriptures, our Agam scriptures or whatever Bhagwan has said is known as Swadhyay. Okay. So, Peet and Mahapeet, they used to do Swadhyay all the time, and Bahu Subahu, they used to do Vayavach all the time. Okay, this is Bahu and Subahu who used to do Vayavach, who used to take care of ill sadhu sadhvijis, old sadhu sadhvijis, now the chit sadhu sadhvijis. Okay, and one day this acharya who is sitting on the table, sitting on top, he is the acharya. His name is Vajranav. Okay, now one day what happened was Vajranav acharya, he praised, he acknowledged and he praised the Vayavach and Seva of Bahu and Subahu. Okay. Now they used to do such great seva so selflessly and with so much of immense ahobhav that they bound the punya of becoming Chakravarti in the future birth. What did they bind? They became really powerful. They became so powerful that they became Chakravartis in the next birth. One of them became the Chakravarti in the next birth. Do you know who a Chakravarti is? He's a king who is super powerful, who rules over the entire kingdoms of the Bharat Kshetra, where we are staying. So, Chakravartis are those who become very great kings. Now, by doing Seva, Vayavach, this these two saints, they bound karmas of becoming Chakravarti. Okay? Now, moving on. One day, this is Pete and Mahapete who used to do Swadhyay all the time, who used to study all the time. Okay? Now, one day when Acharya was sitting in the conference of all Sadhu Sadhvijis, he praised, he acknowledged the seva of Bahu and Subahu. Now, upon listening to this, Pete and Mahapete, they got jealous. What did they become? They became jealous that Acharya is praising those two who are doing seva, but they are not even acknowledging how much we study. We study all the time, we do so much of religious studies, we do so much of dhyan, that means meditation, but the Acharya is not praising us. He always keeps on praising Bahu and Subahu. And the worst part is they were not only jealous, but they never confessed this mistake of theirs to the Acharya. They never admitted their mistake to the Acharya that I am feeling jealous. And do you know because of this what happened? They were very knowledgeable, like super knowledgeable, but even after being so knowledgeable and so powerful, in the next birth, because of jealousy and because of not confessing for their jealousy, most importantly, because they did not confess for their mistake, they ended up becoming sadhu, they ended up becoming females in the next birth. They became Brahmi and Sundari, the daughters of Rishabdev Bhagwan. And whom did Bahu and Subahu become, you know? Bahu and Subahu became Bharat and Bahubali, the sons of Rishabdev Bhagwan. Okay, did you understand what happened in the story? Therefore, all the four of them, they became sons and daughters of Rishabdev Bhagwan. But the only difference was that the Bharat and Bahubali, they became sons, they became males, whereas Brahmi and Sundari, Pete and Mahapete, who had become jealous and did not do the confession of their jealousy, they became females or like the daughters of Rishabdev Bhagwan. Okay, did you understand? Did you understand the story? So, what did we learn from this? What's the moral of this story? Yes, Arihant?
About the persons were like this, like this.
Yes, jealousy, correct. Okay, how about Arshi? You tell us, what did you learn?
That you should always confess your mistakes.
Correct. And how should you confess? Yes, Reet?
By like acknowledging that like you were like feeling that way and accepting it instead of
Correct.
like hiding it and keep feeling it.
Correct. So, two things that we need to remember. One, that we need to confess openly, completely, and honestly, right? That's the first thing. And second thing, we should not just confess how much is asked from us. Sometimes we have the tendency that only if we get caught red-handed, we confess our mistakes. Only if someone catches us doing something wrong, only then we confess that, okay, yes, I was wrong. And the second thing, we only confess how much ever is asked. We don't give the whole truth. And that is wrong. If you are not transparent, how will Parmatma or Guru be able to guide us? Right? If we don't confess honestly, openly, and transparently, like the glasses, if we have an opaque paper over the glasses, Parmatma or Gurudev, whomever we are confessing to, will not be able to see through us, right? Will not be able to help us destroy our sins. So we need to be transparent while confessing. Once there was this doctor who was going to treat a patient, and he asked the patient for all his history. He asked the patient to tell him all that he used to consume, what his food pattern was, what his meals were like. So he said everything. Now the doctor started treating the patient. Okay? He tried to give him everything that could cure him. But the problem was that even after a couple of days, there was no reaction or no effect of the medicine on that patient. The doctor was shocked that this medicine is supposed to be very effective, but why is it not working on the patient? He once again went to the patient and asked him, "Are you hiding something from me? Can you honestly tell me what all do you consume? Is there something that you haven't told me in the first time?" And the patient slowly said that, "I'm sorry, I didn't tell you, but I have a habit of smoking." The doctor said, "Now I understand why the medicine wasn't working on you, why the treatment didn't cure you, because you didn't tell me that you used to smoke." Similarly, if we don't confess openly, if we don't confess honestly, if we don't give our 100% confession, our doctor, our soul's doctor, who is Parmatma or Gurudev, will not be able to cure our souls. Okay, so for that, tomorrow, when we have our Baal Alochna, when we have our confession, we shall be completely honest in front of Paramatma. We shall accept and acknowledge our mistakes as they are. Okay? Now, I have a question for all of you. When we use a phone, when you have a phone in your hand, there are two types of cameras, right? Which are they? There are two cameras in the phone. Which are they? Yes, Arshi just showed it to me. One of them is the rear view camera, where you can look outwards, and one of them is an front view camera or a selfie camera. Now, how would you relate this rear view camera and front view camera to our topic today? Can anybody tell me? If you think a little, you will be able to understand. How is the front view camera and rear view camera related to our topic today? Yes, Kahan? Yes, Kahan?
Ma'am, if the rear view camera is blocked, we will not be able to see.
Okay, what else? Reet?
And if the selfie camera is blocked, then we cannot see ourselves. It will be
Okay,
okay.
that's a nice point of view. Yes, Reet?
The front view camera has like a different perspective, and the back view camera has like a different perspective. So maybe both of the selfies, they both had different perspectives in it.
Okay, what else? Here?
I think they both are different because it shows how we act different outside on the outside, and we don't confess the truth, which is which we're hiding inside.
Okay. Okay, what else, Anya?
Um, it's the rear view camera doesn't show you, so it's not like it's basically not confessing, and then the the front view camera is basically that you're like here, so you know.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what it means. The rear view camera is where you are looking at others' mistakes, where you zoom in and you keep on focusing on others' mistakes. Whereas the front view camera is where you are looking at yourself, reflecting on your own mistakes, right? So, when we are supposed to confess, we should not keep on looking at others' mistakes, but we should reflect on our own mistakes. We should look at our own bad qualities or whatever mistakes we have made, whatever sins we have committed, right? Only then we can solve our problems. If we look at others' mistakes, will we be able to solve, will we be able to reduce our karmas? No. Instead, because of looking at their bad qualities, because of judging them, we end up binding more karmas. So we should always keep on looking at our own bad qualities. We should always keep on monitoring, analyzing our own bad qualities. Okay? So did we understand? Yes. So when we are supposed to confess, like some of you all just said, we should be same inside out, right? So to develop this quality of transparency, we are going to listen to today's power mantra. But before listening to a power mantra, what should we do? Okay, I can't see everybody's hands. Are we ready for the power mantra? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yes, today's power mantra is I am same inside out. I'm the same inside out, which means that we are trying to say that whatever I feel inside, I will transparently, completely, honestly say it, confess it to Guru or Parmatma. By doing so, by having this transparency in us, we will be able to confess 100%, and we will be able to give ourselves to our Guru and Paramatma, and they will guide us to releasing all our sins. Because Pete and Mahapete did not confess, they had to face the consequences in the next birth, right? So if we are honest, if we are transparent, we will be able to save ourselves from our future births, right? Okay, so shall we play the Kahoot for today? Are we all ready? Okay, we are sharing the link in the chat box. Everybody quickly join in. Is everybody in? Quickly join in. Those who are remaining, let us quickly join in. Okay. Is everybody in? Okay, shall we begin? We shall begin the Kahoot now. Okay. Power of transparency. The first question is, it's a multiple select question. How did Bahu Muni bind the future of becoming a Chakravarti? It's a multiple select question. You have to select more than one correct answers. Yes, the correct answer was by doing Vayavaj, by doing the Seva of Navdikshits, and by doing the Seva of Rogi, that means ill sadhu sadhujis. So the scoreboard says Takshil, Nivi, Parshva, Nishka, and Shree. Okay, the next question is again a multiple select question. Why did Pete and Mahapit Muni get angry on Vajra Muni, the Acharya? You can select more than one correct answer. The first one, because Vajra Muni got angry on them because he did not accept their opinion, because Vajra Muni appreciate Bahu Muni and Subahu Muni, or because Vajra Muni did not appreciate them. Okay, yes, the correct answer is because Vajramani did not appreciate them, and because he appreciated Bahu and Subahu Muni. Yes, the scoreboard is Takshil, Parshva, Kanudia, Hridaya, and Shree. Why did Pete Muni and Mahapit Muni bind karmas? Why did they become a female in the next birth? Because of jealousy, because of greed, because of not confessing their jealousy, or because of not doing seva? Just one answer is correct. Yes, the correct answer was because they did not confess for their jealousy. Okay, now moving on to the next question. Yes, Takshil, Vedant, Arihant, Avir, and Anaya. What does a Tirthankar establish after attaining Keval Gnan? What do they establish? You have to type your answer. Quickly type in your answers. Come on, quickly. Who's left? Okay, the correct answer was Tirth. What do they establish? The fourfold path called as Tirth, right? Okay. So the scoreboard is Takshil, Vedant, Anaya, Shree and Ganudia. Moving on to the next question. How should you confess? Honestly and transparently, only whatever is required, only whatever is asked, or opaquely and hiding the truth? Yes, obviously the answer is honestly and transparently. Okay, let us see who scored the most. On the third position we have Anaya. In the second position we have Vedant. And on the first position we have Takshil. Okay, so let us all do Anumodana of the winners. As runner-ups we have Shree and Kanudia. Okay. So, did we all enjoy the Kahoot? Yes? Did we all understand? So how will you confess tomorrow? When you do the Alochna, how will you confess? Will you do it opaquely, translucently or transparently? 1, 2 or 3? Transparently. Okay. So today we have a special performance. Zai and I think Sanjana, both of you all, and I think Hia as well. 3 of you, right? So the 3 of them have something to perform in front of all of us. So let us all welcome them, appreciate them, and see what they have for all of us. Yes, Sanjana?
Is it possible for you can make me the co-host because I would like to screen share something?
Sure. Are you the co-host now? Okay.
Okay, so we made a Paryushan slideshow. So it's by Zai, Sanjana, and Hia. Day 1. On day 1, we learned about a Muni who was walking through a forest. There was a boy named Jinavadad who was walking with his friends and his brothers. The boy saw a Muni and was like, who was in pain, and they offered to try to take care of him. So the Muni agreed and said, sure. The first thing he needed to cure the Muni was a special hot and cold blanket. They got it from like a booth along the town. So, but when they got there, they couldn't really just get it. So they had to ask the person running the shop, and he was like, no way, I'm not going to give it to you. But later, they told him that it was to cure a Muni. So he gave it to them. The second thing he needed was sandalwood paste. And the third thing he needed was Lakshapat oil. So, because of his, then after they put all the stuff on there, on the Muni, they put the blanket on a dead cow to make sure all like the worms got off safely. And then because of their selfless service and selfless deeds, they became when he died in his next to next birth, he became our first Tirthankar, Rishabdev Bhagwan.
Day 2. One day, there was a couple who were wishing for a child. One day, after praying for a long time, their prayers were answered. Gurudev said that they will not only get one child but two children. So they were really excited. And then Gurudev ji said that they were going to become a sadhu after becoming an adult. But their parents did not want that because they didn't want their children to get not attached from them. So they told them that munis were bad. But then one day they were playing and then they saw a muni and then they got very scared. And then they looked at the muni and they saw how he was brushing the ants away so that he didn't hurt them. And they realized, oh, he's not doing anything bad. He's actually doing something good. And that's when he remembered that in their past lives, they also were munis and prayed. And then they wanted to take Diksha. So they asked their parents if they could take Diksha. And then eventually those two only didn't take Diksha. They took Diksha, their parents took Diksha, and the king and queen of that kingdom even took Diksha. Day 3. On day 3, we learned about a superhero named Varun Nag Natva. He was a warrior and a Jain Shravak. One day he had to go fight a battle, but as being a Jain Shravak, he took an oath that he would not hurt anyone unless they try to hurt him. Further in the battle, he and his friend Kirt got shot by an arrow. And Varun Nagnatva knew that he was going to die soon, so he surrendered himself to Parmatma by taking Santara. Meanwhile, his friend did not know how to take Santara, but he told Bhagwan that whatever happens to my friend may happen to me, and surrendered himself to his friend. As a result, him and his friend went to Devlok, but the other warriors went to Narak because they did not surrender themselves to Paramatma. Also, we should all surrender ourselves to Gurudev. Jeevu Gurudev no Thao, Evu Maru Thao, and be able to get this religion again in our next lives. Day 4. On day 4, we learned about a villain named Mamant Shet. He was a very stingy man. One day, when a sadhu came to ask for gochari, he gave the sadhu a laddu. After the sadhu left, there were a few crumbs of the laddu on Mama Chet's hands, and he ate it. But when he ate it, he realized that he should not give him the laddu because it was too good, and he was too addicted to the laddu. After a few minutes, he walked up to the sadhu and started to give the laddu back, but the sadhu said that once we take gochari, we cannot return it. But he was stubborn that he wanted the laddu back. After a while, he started snatching the sadhu's bucket. As a result, the laddu fell on the ground and was of no use. This all happened because of possessiveness. We should all learn that I have enough, and we should not have parigra towards anything. Day 5. On day 5, we learned about Bhagwan Mahavir's birth. So before Bhagwan Mahavir was born, his mother, Mata Trishla, saw 14 types of dreams. The 14 dreams were elephant, bull, lion, goddess Lakshmi, flower garland, bright full moon, sun, flag, kalash or pitcher, lotus lake, milky white sea, celestial plain, pile of gems, and smokeless fire, each having a deep meaning that the child would have. We also learned that we can all be like Bhagwan Mahavir, but I am a Baal Prabhu, and that I can be a Prabhu one day.
Okay, let us all do Anumodana of Sanjana, Hiya, and Zai, who summarized the entire classes for us. Let us all do
Wait,
Anumodana. Yes,
can we quickly read this letter to you?
sorry.
Can we quickly read this letter to you?
Sure.
Thank you, Param Masatiji, for doing this amazing Paryushan class. We really enjoyed the class. We learned lots of new things. We also really appreciate all the hard work you put in. We know you wake up very early and that must not be easy. And we're really happy that you put in all this hard work to make sure we have a fun time while learning. Khub khub padanumodna, Param Masatiji.
Yes, it's all Gurudev's Kripa. It's not me who's doing it. Everything is being done by Gurudev. Okay? I'm just there as a medium, but it's all Gurudev who is doing everything. Okay. So that was really great. It's great that all of you could put in your efforts, could do so much, put together the summary, and I'm glad that you got everything right. You understood almost all the parts of all the stories, and I think everybody must have had a quick recap of all these days, right? So we shall all thank Sanjana, Hiya, and Zai for helping us with this revision. If you could add on today's day and tomorrow's day, and you could share it to the group, it could be helpful to everybody. Okay. Okay. Yes, Kahan had something to present as well.
Ma'am, if you could just make me co-host because I have also made it on my screen.
Yes, we'll do that. Yes, Kahan. Okay. Yes, Kahan, what do you have to say about this? Okay, that's a great presentation. The names of all the 24 Tirthankars. Okay, we shall do Anumodana of Kahan as well. Harsh, Harsh. Good job. Okay. So before we end today's session, does anybody have any doubts? A couple of doubts? Yes, Midansh?
Can you can you share the power mantra to the group chat?
Yes. Didi will share the power mantras of all the days on the group for all of you. Yes, Ira?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Okay. Namya?
Hi, is there a place where we could see this or read these stories in future?
Yes, after the Paryushan gets over, mostly you will be able to get access to the links of all these sessions. So you could hear these sessions again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so does anybody have any other questions? I guess not. Okay, so we'll do the Pachkhan. Whoever wants Pachkhan, Ajno Upvas. उपवास उपरांत व्यम पिहारम पचखान असनम खाइमम साइमम अनतना भोगिणम सहस्तागारिणम सव समाहि वत्यागारिणम अपाणम वो सिरे तपस्या करने वाले को धन्यवाद धन्यवाद. Okay, Aimbil, does anybody want Aimbil na Pachkhan? Join your hands. Aimbil Vyam Tivyam Piyaram Pachkhan Asanam Kaimam Saimam Anatana Bhoginam Sahasagarinam Sava Samahi Vatyagarinam Appanam Wo Sire Tapasya Karne Wale Ko Dhanyavad Dhanyavad. Okay, now Pachkhan of Ekashna and Beashna. Ekashna, Beashna Uprant Divyam Piyaharam Pachkhan Asnam Khaimam Saimam Anathana Bhoginam Sahasagarinam Sava Samahi Vatyagarinam Appanam Wo Sire Tapasya Karne Wale Ko Dhanyavad Dhanyavad. Okay, and whoever wants the Pachkhan of Tivyar or Chuvyar or Dravyatap or any other Pachkhan, join your hands. તમારો જે પ્રકારે સંકલ્પ છે તે સાકાર થાય. તસ ભંતે પડિક્કમે નિંદે ગરિહે અપાણમ वो सिरे तपस्या करने वाले को धन्यवाद धन्यवाद.
अनुमोदना 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 अनुमोदना.
Okay, shall we end the session with Mangal Path? Manglik. नमो अरिहंताणम नमो सिद्धाणम नमो आयर्याणम नमो वज्रायणम नमो लोये सर्वसाहुणम. शदारी मंगलम हरिहंता मंगलम सिद्धा मंगलम साहु मंगलम केवली पनत्तो दमो मंगलम. चदारी शरणम चदारी लघुत्तमा हरिहंता लघुत्तमा सिद्धा लघुत्तमा साहु लघुत्तमा केवली पनत्तो दमो लघुत्तमो. चतारी शरणं पवच्चामि हरिहन्ते शरणं पवच्चामि सिद्धे शरणं पवच्चामि साहु शरणं पवच्चामि केवली पनत्तं धमं शरणं पवच्चामि. चार शरणा दुखरना मंगल करना अवर शरण नहीं कोई जो भव्य प्राणी आदरे अक्षय अविचल पद होय.
अंगूठे अमृत बसे लब्धि तना भंडार गुरु गौतम ने समरिए मन वांछित फल दातार. भावे भावना भाविए भावे दीजिए दान भावे धर्म आराधिए भावे केवल ज्ञान, भावे पद निर्वाण।
तिक्खुतो आयाहीनं पयाहीनं वन्दामि न मनसामि सक्कारेमि सम्मानेमि कल्याणं मङ्गलं देव्यं चेयं पज्वासामि मत्थेन वन्दामि। तिक्खुतो आयाहीनं पयाहीनं वन्दामि न मनसामि सक्कारेमि सम्मानेमि कल्याणं मङ्गलं देव्यं चेयं पज्वासामि मत्थेन वन्दामि। तिक्खुतो आयाहीनं पयाहीनं वन्दामि न मनसामि सक्कारेमि सम्मानेमि कल्याणं मङ्गलं देव्यं चेयं पज्वासामि मत्थेन वन्दामि।
शासनपति श्रमण भगवान महावीर स्वामी की जय हो, जय हो, जय हो। पूज्य डूंगर जय माणिक प्राण रति गुरुदेवों की जय हो, जय हो, जय हो। राष्ट्र संत परम गुरुदेव श्री नम्रमुनि महाराज साहेब की जय हो, जय हो, जय हो। सर्व गुरु भगवंतों और महासती जियों की जय हो, जय हो, जय हो। जिन शासन देवों की जय हो, जय हो, जय हो।
Okay, so we shall all meet tomorrow for Baal Alochna for confession, and you can try, if your parents are available, you can join in with your parents. Okay? Okay, Jai Jinendra, Jai Gurudev. See you tomorrow.
Param Gurudev, Param Gurudev, where are you? Here I am with my Guru. Guru Tap Samrat, Guru Tap Samrat, where are you? Here I am with my Guru. Guru Pranlal Ji, Guru Pranlal Ji, where are you? Here I am with my Guru. Guru Jai Manik Ji,